Play clock at 2. Jones has time, good protection. He's got a wide open Warren. And Tyler Warren down to the 11-yard line. Jones with time, touch pass. He's got a man. Pittman, touchdown! Michael Pittman in the end zone. And the Colts take a 9-0 lead.
And another opportunity to attack. Look at the field position the Colts have.
Play fake to Taylor. Jones to the sideline. He's got a man. Adonai Mitchell, was he in bounds?
You got to think about it for Miami as we're watching A.D. Mitchell on the sideline. He gets that foot in that knee, which now counts as 2 feet. You got to look at the ball placement and everything, but that's why you go fast. You don't give him a chance to change.
3rd and goal for the Colts. Jones trying to do it himself. Daniel Jones fighting. He's in. Touchdown.
Chubb, Chop Robinson, and Jalen Phillips all on the field together.
And Chop Robinson offside. Free play for the Colts. Jones has got a wide open Pittman. And Pittman has the first down for Indianapolis. Colts take over at their own 42-yard line. Jones to the air on first down. Deep shot for Alec Pierce. Great adjustment. Was he in bounds?
I think he was. Let's see. And that's what you talked about, Andrew. There's the adjustment. Ball in hand. 1 down. 2 down. Absolutely.
Beautiful.
A 3rd drive of at least 15 plays today. They had 5 all of last year. Jones looking for the touchdown. He's got it. 2nd rushing touchdown today for Daniel Jones.
Reverse that right there. Drive alive. 2nd possession. To the air on 1st and 10. And he'll go long to the near side. He's got the rookie tight end. Warren on the fly. Singleton will bring him down. Hufanga will catch up with him.
And you can see that it's not like there's a lot of separation when he's in coverage.
No.
He's all over.
It's 3rd down and 2 out of the backfield. Taylor on the move. He's chased by Surtain and Singleton and Hufanga out of bounds. Galloping downfield. Takes it outside the 10. 2nd down goal. Jones again. The dive, the push, the grind, the touchdown. Colts have recaptured the lead.
A week ago, 7 catches. That draws the attention of the defense, so they've been dialed in on trying to limit him.
1st and 10. Jones going deep. Oh, he's got him. He's got Pierce. Caught. Flag. Moss. To the 21. 44-yard connection.
Well, Pierce just runs right by him. Has a couple of steps, but has to come back for the ball.
1 timeout, Indy. Had to take it there because of the injury. Timeout inside 2 minutes. It's Taylor who walks in. Touchdown!
On 3rd and 3 off the play fake. Jones rolls the pocket. He looks downfield, looks to the other side of the field. Wide open is Josh Downs for first down and more. Gittins in for the first time. He's in the backfield. He picks up the blitz. Jones is in trouble. He's dancing away. He's got some daylight. And Jones will get the first down and more to the 25-yard line. It's
180.
on 2nd down from the gun. Jones right through the middle to Pittman, and Pittman toward the goal line, dives in. It's touchdown, Colts.
Jones and the Colts with their 2nd possession. Pressure up the middle. Jones jumps it into the open space and finds Tyler Warren, who powers his way inside the 30 and down at the 28. Boy, that heat from Kobe Turner got there quickly, and Jones got rid of it.
Yeah, right. How do you let 84 get open, downfield? And good thing he was, because you're exactly right, Kevin. I mean, Kobe Turner is right there. Another half tick, and that is not a complete
For Indianapolis this afternoon. Jones, play action. Backside pressure comes as he gets rid of it. Juggling catch is made inside the 5 and down to the 2. Tyler Warren sets the 10 plays, 88 yards so far. Jonathan Taylor, the single back. Jones will turn, play action. Flag is down. Jones to the end zone, caught for the touchdown by Michael Pittman, and the Colts take the lead. certainly Matthew Stafford understands where Puka's going to be almost every play. Jones on first down, finding the rookie tight end Tyler Warren. A flag in at the end of the play.
3rd and 4. Jones, middle of the field. Now to the 20 is Tyler Warren. He's got a first down. Things anyway, it's 2nd down 10. Throw complete.
Yeah, there you go.
Tyler Warren is in for a Colts touchdown. Jones set to throw. He can run it. He can throw it. And diving in the end zone. Touchdown Colts. Michael Pittman. Jones on the move. Delivered it.
Daniel Jones outside the pocket. And because they're bringing the pressure, it leaves more one-on-one opportunities. And Pittman, look at him wide open in the back of the end zone. Able to uncover.
And
all these injuries in the secondary. Just surprised that, again, allowing those guys to be matched up one-on-one. Try to play more coverage, try to get doubles where you can, and force Jones to have to find somewhere to go to the football, but waste time.
From the pocket, Jones. Catch made, sliding at the 46. It's Duggan again. Jonathan Taylor comes back in. Fake to him. Daniel Jones is throwing. And open deep. He's got it. Inside the 10-yard line is Ashton Dulin.
I mean, you got to love this. No hesitation. They get the stop on 4th down. Let's just go ahead and put a dagger in them. The go ball. Dulin releases back inside. And if not for doing that, I'm not sure he's be able to get to the football.
Offense that scored on 65% of its possessions this year, looking for an opening drive touchdown for the first time. Jones will throw on 1st and goal to the goal line. Warren is in. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. Jones on the roll, chased by Calais Campbell, trying to get to the goal line. He'll get there. Touchdown, Colts.
As that graphic shows you, they have played well through the 3 quarters during the course of the season. It's going to be the next 15 minutes, and can they keep this level up?
There's Jones on the quarterback keeper, and Jones with a good run on 1st down.
One of the really good teams in the NFL this season.
Jones looking, fits it in. Oh my, Alec Pierce with the catch, and it's 1st and goal Colts.
To corral it in for the catch.
So many things could have gone wrong there for the Colts, Daryl. Cardinals all around, ball on the fingertips of Alec Pierce. 2nd down and goal. Jones, pressure comes, floats it back in the end zone, caught! It's Josh Downs with the touchdown! Pierce in motion, 2nd down. Jones, backside pressure, hit as he throws. It's caught by Pierce and down at the Arizona 45.
Talked to Taylor about the offensive line. He said they're tenacious. They're asking the coach to run the ball. We're always on the same page. Jones, good hands. Tyler Warren, big gain down the sideline. A lot of motion up front. Fake the handoff. Jones, a little flip. He's wide open. Pittman is in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Missed 4 games with that elbow injury. This turns into a 3rd and 17. Jones, a deep drop. Step, throw, deep shot. Jones, he's got a man open. Over the shoulder, it's Pierce. Big play. From the gun. Jones fires. End zone. Touchdown. Tyler Warren. The Colts can do no wrong. The toss, wide open, put 2 on the board to Pittman. All cylinders for Indianapolis.
Daniel Jones to the air on 1st down, looking deep. He's got Alec Pierce wide open at midfield. Back-to-back 1st downs for the Colts. This one covers 18 yards.
Better than they have all season long to try and plug the absence of Jeffrey Simmons.
Jones feeling pressure and connects with Josh Downs. Tackled at the 28-yard line, but 19 for Downs, who did not play a week ago with a concussion.
Those are the numbers he likes to follow.
Jones looking for Warren, and he holds on. Tyler Warren took a big hit, but still able to hang on for 15 yards. It was Xavier Woods.
Kevin Winston's on the spot before the leading springs Tyler Warren.
Jones looking deep down the field, and it is caught by Pittman with a flag down, but what a grab by Pittman. Catch on the drive.
Defense, sometimes it just feels like everything's going your way. This is incredible by Michael Pittman Jr. His ability to hold off Armour Davis with one arm, his left one, and then go up there and just pin the ball between his bicep and rib. An unbelievable.
First accepted penalty against the Colts today. Jones looking deep. Pierce is down there. Alec Pierce got it.
Outstanding job by Alec Pierce of going up and getting the ball, running a go route. Baker's in good position, but has him on his back and allows the football to come into his body and protects it from Baker. And a really good job by Daniel Jones. They were bringing 5 guys. The line picked him up. He hung out in the pocket, relaxed, and makes it.
Jones rolling right, looking for someone, throws. He's got Downs. Touchdown. There is a flag down at the 1-yard line, but Josh Downs is in the end zone. We'll see if it stands.
And Highsmith now on the sideline. This is a banged-up Steeler defense to begin with. 3rd down and 11. Jones waits, throws, and he drops it in the bucket for Pierce. So a lot on his plate. Jones, shotgun, take a shot downfield, perfectly placed for Pierce, breaks a tackle. Bang, bang, Colts are deep in Pittsburgh territory. 13th play of the drive.
Or you do that.
And it's Jones taking it in for the touchdown. They're on their 10th play of the drive. They have not hit the 40 yet.
This could be a 25 player if they keep it going.
And Jones loops one to the outside. It's Pittman working that sideline. They're just so synchronized. 15 yards on the pass play.
And people want to talk about Daniel Jones managing the game. They say, oh, yeah.
Drifts back. Jones will throw it. Hits the open man, Michael Pittman. First down, Indianapolis into Pittsburgh territory. Tyler Goodson is in there. This is a 3rd down and 11 for Indy. Jones over the middle. It's caught by Downs. First down. Quiets the crowd for a moment.
Is Kyle Dagger. Got here on Thursday and hasn't had any issues so far.
Jones under duress. He hooks up with the receiver downfield, Pittman.
As long as that clock keeps ticking like this, that's what they need.
Under 6 minutes to go. Jones, the rainbow. Caught by Pierce. New set of downs for the Colts. Pierce now with 89 receiving yards. Guns it over the middle. It's caught by Pittman. And Pittman gets blown up at the 25. Jones, end zone, open man is Downs for the score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And you're able to stay healthy. You're going into that bye week feeling very good about the first part of your season.
Jones hits his man, Pierce. So Pierce goes over 100 yards on the day.
Leading rusher despite his low output last week against Pittsburgh's tough defense. Now Jones takes a shot into double coverage, end zone, Warren, the rookie. Beg your pardon, it's Pierce leaping for the touchdown.
Run a double post combination. See, showing the opposite side right here, but you see it just at the top of your screen. You get the free safety to hold just a little bit. Little pull there in the quarters coverage, and you go up over the top to Alex Pierce. And as I said,
on 2nd down. Sees a lot of space in front of him. There is the scramble ability for the first down as he slides in front of Bates, shy of the 30. They'll mark him down where the slide began. Now on to the second quarter. 1st and 15 after the penalty on Ryman. Jones looking for Pierce. Another big play for their best big play threat. Now 7 back in coverage. Jones wanted to throw downfield. Doesn't have it. Now has to use the legs. And there goes Jones. No timeouts. He steps out of bounds near the 40 to set up 4th down and makeable. Get to about the 35 or 30. You're in his field goal range. Jones, deep drop, floats one deep down the field for Warren. What a catch! Oh, a pretty grab by the rookie down to the 34-yard line in field goal range. A perfectly thrown ball for 22.
A pretty grab, even prettier throw.
Jones looking and connecting for the touchdown. It's Michael Pittman Jr.
Daniel Jones looks so comfortable. But watch this design by Shane Steichen and this offense. You spend all week. The reason why they're 100%, they can run the ball, and they got great design plays that get people open in short spaces.
But it's not. Over the top they go, and look at this play. Off he goes. That's Doolin shoved out inside the 5-yard line.
Can't say enough.
Ogletree in motion. Jones looking up top. Throws back in the end zone. Are the feet down? Yes! It is Ogletree with the touchdown grab.
What another play design, and also a big-time throw. All 3 tight ends catch a pass on this drive. And does he get the second one? Yes, he does. We saw Allie Cox on the one. Warren got the quick bubble, and then Ogletree in motion running a dig. Come on. And getting his feet in at the back of the end zone.
They mark it at the 46 of KC. Make the handoff to Taylor. Good time for Jones. Down the field he goes. And now for the first time, Pierce gets a catch in this game and a target.
But I changed my entire defense on that. Now I'm coming after you with something cool or changing the defense.
Fake handoff into the line. Stepping up Jones. Taking off. He can run. Here he goes. Sliding down at the 22-yard line.
So Colts offense back on the field at the 42. Fake the handoff. Jones, step and deliver. It's caught over the middle at the 25 by Pierce. Shotgun for Jones. 9 minutes to go in this first half. Jones, float it, end zone! Pierce has got it! Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts take the lead.
We talked about the big playability of Pierce. He's a downfield threat and just continues to show up for this Indianapolis Colts.
Saw a whole lot of Taylor on the last 2 drives for Indianapolis. Jones wants to throw it. He will. High throw, and it's handled by Pierce. Goes up the ladder to catch it. 18 yards and a first down.
You have Tyler Warren running underneath, and you have Pierce running a deep in.
Right now, a 7-point game, 6 minutes to go in the third. Jones steps up. Jones downfield. Over the shoulder, Josh Downs. Wow. Texans believe he was out of bounds. And the Texans get to him right away.
That is just incredible concentration in a
first down for Indianapolis. Fake the handoff. Jones wide open. A strike to Warren for the touchdown. Second down and 8. 4 minutes to play. Out of the pistol. Jones fakes the handoff, throws it downfield, complete to Pierce. Brought down from behind at the 41.5. 23 yards on the hookup. and they're going to mark him down at the 43.
Daniel Jones stands in, takes a big hit, delivers the ball.